Some folks who live among us have significantly more financial security than we will ever have. Their opulence will have you gasping and staring in wonder. Their food will make your jaw drop, and their standards will make you doubt your existence. Yes, we're talking about billionaires, and there's a lot to speak about if you think about it. According to research, the average billionaire only has 1% of his total earnings and savings in liquid money. That implies that if a billionaire like Jeff Bezos swipes his credit card, he can only expect to see merely a few $1,000s in his bank account. Now, what's the reason behind this? What do billionaires do with their money? To discover out, watch the video till the end. Hi there! Welcome to another luxurious content of this channel. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe to be updated for more upcoming videos like this. This is Ava, and let's get started. Why don't billionaires store their money in banks in the form of cash, just like any other normal person? Because doing so may make them exceedingly prominent and obvious to authorities and the government. And why is it a negative thing? That means they'll have to account for every single penny in their bank accounts, pay taxes, and explain to the government where the money came from. Not to mention the fact that if you want to be successful, you must invest your money in several places. Additionally, maintaining information in bits in a distinct area is critical. Consider all of the world's billionaires. Do you believe Bill Gates just invested in one business? Do you believe Jeff Bezos keeps all of his money in one place? And do you believe Tesla is the sole thing that makes Elon Musk so wealthy? Life is, without a doubt, unpredictable. If you have all of your money invested in one firm and something unexpected happens, then you have to suffer a significant loss. That implies that all of your money will be lost. On the other hand, if you have invested in lesser amounts of diverse enterprises, you have a better chance of success. How? For example, suppose you invested in one firm and it suffers a significant loss over a while. What do you suppose will happen to the money you put in? That's right, you lose it all. If, on the other hand, you have invested relatively small amounts in many firms and your resources are dispersed, in real life, threats such as uncertain companies, shifting currency value, and catastrophes would be far less devastating. First and foremost, is it even surprising? They keep it in a bank, but the bank in which they store their money is not the same as the one in which we keep our money. How? Consider it for yourself. Your bank account may contain a few $1,000s over $1 million, even though an average billionaire only holds 1% of his wealth in the form of liquid assets. It still implies that their bank account is as full as it can be without drawing any unfavorable or unwanted attention that may hold them accountable for every dime they own. This is why banks offer particular services designed to serve and please their exceedingly wealthy and valuable clientele. For example, there's a special wealth section for their rich clientele who have a staggering net worth. These are referred to as H&W clientele. These high net worth clients deal with millions of dollars and want extra protection and privacy to keep them safe from authorities and bad attention. Being a high net worth client has several advantages. The advantages may not be important to them, but they are important to us ordinary folks. For example, if you're a high net worth customer in need of a private wealth division, it goes without saying that you will have your own cashier, a manager to handle your affairs, and some other financing bonuses. You won't have to pay for cashier's checks or wire transfer fees, for example. This may not appear to be particularly appealing to a billionaire. However, for those of us who aren't fabulously affluent, these minor bonuses appear pretty appealing and amazing. As a result, the bank may be an excellent place for millionaires to keep their money. However, there is a limit to how much money you may deposit in your bank account without drawing unwanted attention. If you keep adding and withdrawing significant sums, people may become suspicious, and you may find yourself in legal trouble. As a result, the bank isn't necessarily the greatest place to keep your money. So, what is a viable alternative? Let's look at a few billionaires and where their money is kept so that we can have a better understanding of the situation. Who should we talk about? Jeff Bezos seems like a nice way to begin. What are your thoughts? What happens to the guy's money? Not all of it was in his bank account. The man keeps a consistent and respectable quantity in his bank account. However, he is unquestionably one of the wealthiest persons on the planet. How does he manage to be the richest man in the planet while only having a few $1,000s in his bank account? Well, he just spends money in other industries and continues to push himself. For example, the business tycoon owns a 3% share in Business Insider. And everyone knows how popular the website is. Whatever you attempt to Google, don't be shocked if you see a Business Insider among your suggestions and results. To cut a long story short, it knows everything. Furthermore, one of the world's wealthiest men owns a 3% stake in it. Not only is Jeff Bezos a corporate insider, but he is also a significant stakeholder in Unity Biotech. For those who are unfamiliar, Unity Biotech is a well-known and resourceful research business that focuses on developing anti-aging drugs and therapies, as well as a study into battling aging communities and the construction of the human body. Because Bezos is a large stakeholder, some assume that he is investing in it to come closer and closer to immortality. Jeff Bezos is a proud stockholder of Glassy Baby. Instead of making candles, he prepares the elegant small cups into which the candle wax is poured and cooled. Also, how can we forget Jeff Bezos' Airbnb, especially when they cost $112 million? Jeff Bezos also happens to own extremely significant shares in Uber, and the market value of Uber is a lot. But we couldn't overlook Jeff Bezos' $37 million investment and how it will benefit him even after he dies. Hey, his kids can live off of it. Let's move on to our next highly affluent and intelligent billionaire. That's correct. We're discussing Bill Gates. Bill Gates differs from other billionaires in that others personally invest in the company and research under their names. Bill Gates, on the other side, invests in business, research, companies, and other things through his Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Everyone knows that Gates isn't so fancy and prefers to be an ordinary guy. Yet, no one can deny the gasps and falling jaws when people learned about his Berkshire Hathaway shares worth $50 million. So it goes without saying that his investment was both surprising and impressive. However, Bill Gates' next large investment may surprise you more. He invested in garbage. The green vehicles you might see driving through your neighborhood in the morning or evening are related to one of the world's wealthiest individuals. But to be honest, the investment may seem strange. However, it is quite remarkable. Instead of investing in exceedingly luxurious items and out of reach for an average man working a 9-to-5 job, individuals should spend on services that are more accessible to the average man and other customers. The more reachable and commonplace it is in your everyday routine, the more effective it will be. Bill Gates broke the code and owns 18.6 million shares in the waste management truck business. Its total market value is around $2.1 billion. So you're saying Bill Gates made the wrong decision? That would be incorrect. Mark Zuckerberg is our next billionaire who does not believe in putting his money in the bank and is rather clever when it comes to managing his wealth. Nothing alters the reality that the founder of Facebook is worth $116.1 billion, no matter how often trolls mock him. However, where does he store his money? The king of Facebook appears to enjoy investing in property or real estate. Everyone is aware of how turbulent the real estate market can be at times. Nonetheless, investing in real estate is never a terrible idea, especially when you're earning as much as Zuckerberg and want to stay under the radar, away from the authorities, and away from too much attention or taxes. Jeff Bezos is a great admirer of real estate investing. As a result, he's the world's 25th largest landowner. So in addition to investing it in numerous enterprises, real estate, homes, and diverse initiatives, billionaires do their best to keep their money distributed. As a result, it is more difficult to recognize or suffer from a loss that might leave you penniless. That's all for today's video. We discussed where billionaires store their money, and the answer is really everywhere. Thank you for watching, and this is Ava. See you in the next one.